Becoming a tenured professor is one of the most secure, respected jobs in the world. A lifetime appointment, near total freedom to research and teach what you love, and the protection that no one can easily fire you. It is the dream of a life spent thinking for a living. But the cost of chasing that dream is not really measured in money. It is measured in years and in odds. It can take 13 to 20 years of training to get there. And of everyone who starts down the path with a doctorate, in many fields only around 1 in 6 ever lands the kind of job that even leads to tenure. This is what it really costs, in time and in long odds, to become a professor. Start with the time because it is staggering. First comes the PhD itself. In science and engineering, earning a doctorate takes a median of around 6 years, and in some fields it stretches closer to 9, 10, even 12 years. But the PhD is just the beginning. In most research fields, you cannot go straight from your doctorate to a permanent job. You first have to do a postdoc, a temporary research position, and often not just one but 2 of them, eating up another 2 to 6 years. Only then can you finally land a job as an assistant professor, where the real clock starts ticking. Add it all together, and the journey from starting your PhD to earning tenure commonly runs 13 to 20 years. That is not a career step. That is a career. And what do you earn during those years? Very little. As a PhD student, you typically live on a stipend of somewhere between $25,000 and $45,000 a year, often in an expensive university town. As a postdoc with a doctorate already in hand, you might earn around $63,000. So picture this. For more than a decade, while your friends from college climb the ladder in industry, buy homes, and build savings, you are living on a modest stipend, moving city to city for temporary jobs and pouring your best years into a gamble. That gap between what you earn and what you could have earned elsewhere is the real, invisible price tag. The cost is not tuition. The cost is a decade of your peak earning years given up for a chance. And now for the odds, which are the part the brochure never shows you. Of everyone who earns a STEM PhD, only about 17.7% end up in a tenure-track job 5 years after they graduate. And to be precise about that figure, it is the most recent comprehensive number we have, measured as of 2015. And to be clear about what that number means, it is not the share of applicants who get hired. It is the share of all PhD graduates who end up on the tenure path at all. Back in 1993, that figure was 27%. It has been falling for decades. In a field like engineering, the odds of a PhD landing a tenure-track position are around 1 in 8. So the very first hurdle, just getting onto the track that might lead to tenure, eliminates the large majority of people who spent years earning the doctorate to try. Let us say you beat those odds. You are one of the lucky few who lands a tenure-track job. You are still not safe. Now you face the rule that defines academic life, the one they call up or out. As an assistant professor, you get a probationary period, usually about 6 years, to prove yourself. You publish, you teach, you bring in grant money, you serve on committees, all under enormous pressure. And at the end of it, a committee votes on whether to grant you tenure. If they say yes, you are set for life. If they say no, there is no consolation prize, no quiet demotion. You typically lose the job entirely. After 13, 15, sometimes 20 years of work, a single decision can send you back to the start, looking for a job in your 40s. Up or out. And here is the most sobering number of all, because it reveals where most of these stories actually end. The tenured professor, with the secure job and the freedom, is now the exception, not the rule. Today, around 68% of all faculty in American higher education hold what are called contingent positions. That means temporary, insecure, often part-time jobs, with no path to tenure, frequently paid by the individual course for a fraction of a real salary. Back in 1987, that figure was around 47%. Meanwhile, the share of faculty who are actually full-time and tenured has fallen to just 23%. So the modal outcome of the entire decades-long quest is not the dream job. It is an insecure, low-paid, contingent one. The system runs on people chasing a prize that fewer and fewer of them will ever win. Now the payoff, if you do reach the summit, is real. A full professor at a major research university earns, on average, around $181,000 a year, with a job they can essentially keep for life. That is a genuinely excellent outcome. But look at the broader picture. The median pay across all post-secondary teachers in America is only about $84,000. The reason that average is so much lower than the full professor figure is simple. Most of the people teaching in universities today are not tenured professors. They are the contingent majority, the adjuncts, earning far less. The gap between those two numbers is a map of where most people on this path actually end up. So what does it really cost to become a tenured professor? Not tuition. It costs 13 to 20 years, a decade or more of your peak earning years spent on modest stipends, and a journey where the odds are stacked against you at almost every stage. Most who start with the dream never get on the tenure track. Of those who do, many never survive the up or out review. And the academic world they are competing in is becoming more contingent, more insecure every year. For the small number who reach tenure, it is one of the best jobs on earth. For everyone else, it is one of the most expensive gambles you can make with your own time. If number stories like this are your thing, subscribe. Every figure here is sourced, and the receipts are in the description.